Lydia, oh Lydia, have you met Lydia?
That's how you
lady.
Croatia?
You said Italy?
We've gone wild on this one, Germany.
Your favorite? Andorra?
Dublin.
Ginger Rogers.
It wouldn't be my guess.
1 save point.
Now we feast.
The Inquisition. Hello, and welcome to The Inquisition, a quiz podcast for general knowledge and trivia lovers everywhere. I'm your host, Luke Ryan. Each episode, our players battle out over a number of rounds to see who will be the masters of the Inquisition. And this is a very special episode. It is a Breaking Bad special. So, fans of the TV show Breaking Bad, quite possibly one of the greatest TV shows ever, you are in for a treat. If you're not familiar with Breaking Bad, have a listen, see what you've been missing, and then go watch the show. And just before I introduce the guests, the only one thing I would like to say to all the Breaking Bad fans out there, I'm actually quite nervous. I've just been saying that to the guests before we started. I haven't felt so nervous about doing an episode. I hope I do it justice. It's such a great show. It means so much to everyone. So I've tried to pack in as much as I can. I really have, and I really hope I do it justice. So we'll see anyway. And as this is a special episode and kind of related to Breaking Bad Season 5, this episode is going to be released in 2 parts. We'll have part 1 and then part 2 will be released a week later. Otherwise it would be a very long recording, and also like Season 5 it was split up, but we're not going to Better Call Saul it and release the second half first, and then you'll know who wins and find out who wins.
It's a good idea.
So we'll meet our players. We got 3 players. They're going to play individually. Their team names, the category is a supporting character, so no Walt and no Jesse, but they've still gone deeper into the supporting characters. So Inquisition legend Kuba, who did you choose as your supporting character?
Well, I went for Wendy, because she's always there for you when you need her.
Okay, so you'll be giving this quiz a bit of a Wendy.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't have a retort.
Okay, and Phil is on team 2. Welcome back. You've been on the Inquisition before. Phil, which character have you chosen?
I've gone for Huel.
You've gone for Huel.
Cool Huel. Yeah.
Are you happy?
Reasonably.
Reasonably so.
That'll be my last American accent though.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay, and speaking of American accents, we're going to go to the northeast, to New England, and welcoming back to the Inquisition, Alex Downs. Alex, welcome back to the Inquisition.
How are you?
I think I prefer Phil's American accent. Who have you chosen?
I chose Kubi, as he's played by son of Boston Bill Burr.
Son of Boston Bill Burr. And we are quite stuffed at the moment. We've just polished off a load of Popeye's chicken, because we don't have Los Pollos Hermanos in Prague, but we do have Popeyes, so a lot of greasy fingers and greasy boxes, especially for Wendy. Sorry.
We don't have Wendy's in Prague either.
And we'll have a couple of little other treats throughout the episode as well. But round 1 is back and forth. So each person or each team gets 7 individual but related questions on a variety of different Breaking Bad subjects. 2 points for a correct answer, minus 2 points for a wrong answer. But if you want, you can pass it to the other players and they can answer for 1 risk-free point. As there are 2 other teams, if it is passed, each player can have the opportunity to answer and get a point. You'll write the answers down. So everyone clear on that?
Yeah.
So your question 1 is first appearances for each of you. So Kuba, in what season is Holly White born? In what season of Breaking Bad is Holly White born?
Oh, wait, I don't write it down, I just say it.
No, you can just say it, yeah.
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah, you did say earlier you're not great on what happens in what season, so
yeah.
Welcome to the quiz, bitch!
Where's my root beer? Okay, I can pass. No, that's...
You're not going to pass on your first question on Breaking Bad, are you?
I'm gonna say it's season 2.
You are correct.
Oh,
season 2. I think it's right at the end of season 2.
Yeah.
Okay, Phil, question 2 to you. In what season does Hector Salamanca first appear? In what season does Hector Salamanca first appear in Breaking Bad?
It's 1 or 2. Let's think. So first scene when they're in that like kind of random house out in the desert. Season 2.
You are correct. It is season
I have
2.
white Phil.
I would have gone for season 1.
Yeah.
And Alex, your question 1. In what season does Lydia Rodart Quayle first appear? In what season does Lydia first appear in Breaking Bad?
Lydia, oh Lydia. So creepy.
Season 4.
You are incorrect. Minus 2 points. It was season 5 she first appeared.
5.
Season 5,
I
yeah.
would not have gone for that.
Bit tricky. Okay, question 2 of round 1 for each of you. The theme of this question is who said it? So Kuba, your who said it question. You two suck at peddling meth, period.
Saul Goodman.
It is Saul Goodman. 2 points to Team Wendy. Phil, your question, Team Huel. Everyone sounds like Meryl Streep with a gun to their head. Everyone sounds like Meryl Streep with a gun to their head.
Mike?
You are correct. It is Mike Ehrmantraut. 2 points to Team Huel, which is Phil. And Team Kubi, Alex, your one. We'll talk money once I get this right. Who said it? We'll talk money once I get this right.
Todd.
It was Todd. Very well done. That is 2 points to Team Kubi.
Favorite yacht rock fan.
Season 5 theme.
Sharing the night together.
I didn't actually. And actually, there is a season 5 related question for Alex's next one, but we'll get to that now anyway.
Is the answer season 5?
No, it's not. So as you guys know, most of Breaking Bad takes place in ABQ, Albuquerque, but this theme is outside ABQ. So, Team Wendy, Kuba, what was Walt's alma mater? What was Walt's alma mater? Where did he study?
It's annoying because I know where Gail studied.
That's
does
not
that
the-
For
mean-
some reason.
That's not the question.
I know, yeah.
Does that one matter mean the name of the university?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I don't speak Latin.
Is it Caltech?
It is Caltech.
Oh,
well done.
yeah.
Did you guys know this?
No.
I was going to say UC Berkeley.
Is that California, Caltech?
It is
Yeah.
California. Yeah.
I don't know where I pulled that out of.
I mean, there's no reason why he'd go to UC Berkeley. It's like a hippie school. But I don't know. I just was thinking it's California somewhere.
Did you see Walt in the flashback? He looked like a hippie a little bit. He had the
He
beard.
probably did, yeah.
Well,
Okay, Phil, Team Huel, question 2 to you. Gus Fring was involved with the cartel from where? Gus Fring was involved with which cartel? It's named after, the cartel is named after a place name, but which cartel was Gus Fring involved with?
and we can.
So I
pass.
can't just say the Mexican one. It has to be more
A
specific.
bit more specific than that, yeah.
I'm sorry.
The World Cartel?
Yeah, I'm going to pass.
You're going to pass. Okay, so Alex and Kuba, you can each write an answer down. Gus Fring was involved with which cartel?
Do we lose anything?
You don't lose anything, no, so it's a free point. Okay, so Alex, what did you write down?
You're going to be ashamed of me.
I'm not even sure if my answer's
I just wrote down Sinaloa.
Sinaloa and Kuba?
Juarez.
It is to Juarez, so 1 point to Kuba Team Wendy.
I actually didn't know where they were from.
Okay, and Alex, question 3 to you. Lydia worked for Madrigal in their company office in which city? Lydia worked for Madrigal in their company office in which city? Yeah, three season 5 questions in a row, but your next one isn't.
Oh, their branch office, not their headquarters. No. Houston.
It is Houston.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were asking about the headquarters.
No, where
I
she
was
works,
dying
not the.
because I was just like, fuck.
If you'd have said like Germany or something, I'd have let you go again. Like it's
Yeah.
it is the American office.
Is there going to be a question about the headquarters?
About the location?
Yeah.
I don't think so. No. Okay, so question 4 for everyone. The theme is all in a name. So Kuba, what was the name on the cassette that Walt found in the Volvo in the final episode of Breaking Bad? What was the name on the cassette that Walt found in the final episode of Breaking Bad?
Was it Marty Robbins?
It was Marty Robbins. Well done. Well done. Okay, Phil. In which episode, and you can give me the episode name or the season and episode number, that's also fine. In which episode Does Walt adopt the name Heisenberg?
Ooh.
In which episode does Walt adopt the name Heisenberg? You can give me the season number and then episode number as well, if you wish.
Right. I'm gonna say. Oh, I do have a good idea, but
What season are you like? You don't have to. You're not answering, but what season are you thinking? I'm not going to confirm
again,
or not.
like the one about Hector, it's either the end of season 1 or the start of season 2, because it's. I remember like when he adopts it.
Yeah.
The scene where he first like uses it.
Yeah. It's a good scene.
I would say.
You know how many episodes
Well,
are in
this
each
is
season?
the problem, because I think there are fewer episodes in season 1. Though there are, I know there are fewer episodes in season 1 than the others.
There are.
Well,
There
I'm
are
not
7
gonna-
episodes in season 1, and then I think it's 13, 13, 13,
Oh,
and then
and
16.
Okay, I didn't think you'd help me that one. Still risky though. I want to guess, but I don't want to lose the 2 points. So I guess the more sensible thing is to pass it, would it? Or
Well, you're asking me?
yeah, well, I'm going to pass it. 'Cause I don't
I
want
ask
to
the
lose
questions around here, bitch.
Yeah,
So I have an answer.
Yeah, me too.
yeah, I'm not going to risk 2 points. so-
Okay, you're going to pass?
Yeah.
Okay, so Kuba and Alex, write down either episode name or his season number, episode number.
Already have.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so Alex,
Okay,
what?
Heisenberg.
Alex, you went for?
Season 1, episode 7.
I went for the name, a whole handful of nothing. Or something like that.
It's got to be exact. Come
Oh,
on,
yeah.
come on.
It's unfortunately no, neither of you got it. It was season 1, episode 6,
Oh,
and it was crazy handful of nothing.
that's what I thought. That was my.
Wasn't sure enough
I get the
to
brownie point, I think.
Oh man, I wasn't sure enough.
Fuck, that's right. Because season 1, episode 7 ends when they're in the junkyard.
Because it's when he goes to Tuco's office.
Tight.
Yeah.
Okay, Alex, your question 4. In which season does Walt Jr. adopt the name Flynn? In which season does Walt Jr. adopt the name Flynn?
Oh God, I'm passing.
You're gonna pass. Okay, so
It's 1 in 5, Phil. We can just.
yeah,
I don't want to lose the only 2 points I got. Like,
that's a very good point.
I'm pretty confident.
Yeah, it's not.
No, I'm pretty confident, but I'm not that confident.
Okay, I got it, I guess.
Okay, so Kuba, what did you say?
Season 1.
And Phil,
Season 2.
it is season 2.
Ooh.
Well done. That
Season
is,
2 is what I was gonna guess, but I wasn't that confident.
I'm pretty sure it was before Holly was born. So
Yeah.
that was my reasoning. But
My thinking was it was season 2 because it's while Walter Jr. still was under the impression that his dad was kind of a loser.
yes.
That's before fast cars and any of that shit came into it. Before like his gambling.
Okay, question 5, which is all in the name 2. So it's another all in the name question. So Kuba, what was the name of the book that Gail gave to Walt?
Leaves of Grass.
It is Leaves of Grass. That is 2 points. Phil, your question. You need both answers for the 2 points. What are the names of the Salamanca twins? The names of the Salamanca twins. Kuba knows already, doesn't he?
He does.
No,
He's probably
I'm
not just writing their names out. He's doing sketches of their how they look when they're crawling
No,
along the ground.
definitely. No.
Damn it.
They're actually not twins in real life. I think one is 3 years older than the other.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, they don't look that similar when you look at them.
So yeah, I don't know.
You're going to pass?
Yeah, I'm gonna risk it.
Okay. Alex and Kuba, you can write an answer then.
No, I got it.
I'm not gonna get it, even though I read it like fucking yesterday.
Okay, Kuba.
Marco and Leonel.
Well, I have here Lionel and Marco, but I'll give it to you. No.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. Well done, Kuba. Well done. Alex, your question 5. What was the name of Gus Fring's murdered partner / romantic partner? The name of Gus Fring's murdered romantic partner, business partner.
Miguel?
The guy who was shot at the poolside back in the flashback.
Shit. No.
First and second name, or just first?
I would.
First is alright.
I would.
Oh,
I'll take either or. I'll take either or.
Stop showing off.
Kuba, you're already wiping it.
You've already won the quiz.
If I multiplied their scores together, they'd still be lower score than you at the moment.
I don't
Kuba.
know. This might still change.
No, I don't fucking know.
Are you gonna
I'm
pass?
passing.
Yeah.
Okay, Phil and Kuba, do you have an answer, Phil?
I
On
do,
to-
yeah. Try to go first to prove that I'm not just copying you.
Okay.
Max.
Kuba?
Maximiliano Arciniega.
Oh, yeah, you don't get extra points for that, though. Show off.
Yes, Maximilio Arciniega is fully correct. I will give you a point for Max. God knows you need it.
Hey, come on then.
Okay, question 6 is musical montage. I will give you the name of the song and the artist, and you will have to tell me during which montage that song played. Now, for the purposes of the recording, I cannot legally play this song, so we will have a pause break. I will play them the song, and you are welcome to go and listen to the song at home if you want to. These are all songs that were played during montages in Breaking Bad.
We just have to describe what's happening.
And you need to describe what happened during that scene.
It's not the name of the episode.
No.
Okay,
So I will play the song, but for legal purposes, you won't hear the song in the recording. So you are welcome to go and listen. So the first one to go and listen to is "Pick Yourself Up" by Nat King Cole. "Pick Yourself Up" by Nat King Cole. So Kuba, you've heard it. If you're at home, you can listen to it. But what happened during that?
The prison murders.
Yeah, you're right. Under Walt's orders, Gus's associates are murdered in prison. That is 2 points. Okay, Phil, your one is "Red Moon" by the Walkmen, played during which scene? "Red Moon" by the Walkmen. Okay, so Phil, you've had a chance to listen to that. I hope you have at home as well. So what are you thinking?
Right, I'm going to take a gamble here and actually guess it. And I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to be brave. Is it like the scene, the montage where Jesse is mourning... I forgot her name. Jane, yeah. When he's mourning Jane's death.
You are incorrect. Minus 2 points. Kuba and Alex, no points, but any ideas?
I do recognize the song, but I cannot remember where it was.
I can't place it either.
Okay, it's when Skylar and Marie are passing out missing posters of Walter White around Albuquerque when he goes missing.
The fugue state.
Yeah.
And Alex, your question 6 is "Boots of Chinese Plastic" by the Pretenders. "Boots of Chinese Plastic" by the Pretenders. So Alex, you've just listened to the song "Boots of Chinese Plastic" by the Pretenders. Any ideas which montage scene?
I'm going to just gamble and risk losing my 2 points.
Go on.
It's the money laundering process.
It is not the money laundering process, unfortunately. Anyone? For no points, but have a guess?
I think it's when Walt does donuts in the parking lot.
It is when Walt is doing tricks and donuts in the parking lot with the Challenger.
Yeah.
So minus 2 points to Alex, who's back to 0. So on to question 7, last question of the round. It is famous last words. I will give you the name of a character. You need to tell me what their last words were. Okay, so Kuba, what were the last words of Domingo Molina, aka Crazy 8?
I think it was "I just want to go
Domingo Molina, aka Crazy 8.
I think it was "I just want to go home."
I just want to go home. Minus 2 points. You are incorrect. Any ideas? No points or anything, but any ideas?
You're doing the right thing.
No. Unlock me, Walter. Oh, sorry, Phil, I cut across you.
No, I say my words were when I rewatched it, I was like, oh, he's the one from Better Call Saul. 'Cause I didn't know. But those were my last words.
Unlock me, Walter. Okay, Phil, question 7 to you. What were the last words of Gus Fring? Last words of Gustavo Fring.
The last thing he did was straighten his tie.
Not the sound of it. That is some sound though, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can even see by the waveform recording the episode. Oh, it's wonderful, that noise.
Yeah.
But Gus's last ring was before the
Yeah, I'm not going to risk the 2 points. But then again, do I let Kuba get an extra point?
That was a big 2 points for Kuba to lose there. I think that you guys definitely needed that. But I think I think Kuba's just written that whole scene and drawn an image of it. So
yeah, I'm gonna.
Hey, I oil painted it.
Yeah,
you're gonna go for it.
Be sure you give me a pass.
You're gonna go for it. Okay.
No, I'm gonna pass.
You're gonna pass.
Yeah, because all I can remember is him straightening his tie, not the one.
Okay.
So I got it written down.
I've got it written down.
Okay, Kuba, what did you say?
Last chance to look at me, Hector.
And Alex?
Last chance to look at me.
Oh,
Hector.
You are both correct. That is a point and a point.
Oh, I needed that.
And Alex,
Now I'm only 13 points behind you.
so Alex, question 7. What were the last words of Walter White? The last words of Walter White, who passed away after bleeding out from a ricocheting bullet. What were Walter White's last words?
So the last words of Walter Hartwell White. My guess is goodbye, Lydia.
You are correct. Goodbye, Lydia. Well, goodbye, Lydia. So, after round number 1, Team Kubi or Alex, you picked up 3 points, so you're on 3. Team Huel, Phil, you picked up 4, so you were on 4. Wendy has given you all a windy because she or he, as in Kuba, is now streaking ahead on 14.
Streaking like a Walter White in the supermarket.
But plenty more points to play for. So we move on to round number 2, and just before we get into round 2, obviously we don't have crystal meth here because it's not that sort of operation.
Family show.
But I wouldn't go that far. But we do have some chocolates from the Chili Doctor in Liberec in the Czech Republic. They haven't sponsored us or anything, but my colleague Zdeniak gave me a few last week or a couple of weeks ago, and they were very tasty. These are chocolates with chili. So the first one we're going to try is dark chocolate bird's eye. It's a 2-star chili in homage to Jesse putting chili into his meth. So you can start eating your chili chocolate and we'll get started on round 2. So this is same as. You each get the same 9 questions. You write the answers down. If you're all correct, you get 1 point each, or if 2 are correct, you get 1 point. But if only one person is correct, that person will get 2 points. Everyone ready to go?
Ready.
So, question 1. What is Walter's middle name? Which Alex did shout out in the last round. What is Walter's middle name? Question 2. What was the name of Andrea's son? What was the name of Andrea's son? I know the last round was quite long. It should be shorter rounds from here. Curious about this next question. I've gone online a few times in my many watchings, I think 4 watchings of Breaking Bad, and I always forget it. I will remember it now, and you need both parts to get it correct. What is the make and model of Walt's car? The original car, not one of the Thunderbirds or whatever. The make and model of Walt's car. How's the chocolate?
Spicy.
It's got a kick.
Nice little kick.
Nice good little kick to it. Yeah, it's tasty.
It is very nice though.
Question 4. In relation to ASAC Schrader, what does the acronym ASAC stand for? You need all 4 parts correct for the points. So in relation to ASAC Schrader, what does the acronym ASAC stand for? Okay, question 5. In Walt's cabin in season 5, there are 2 copies of which DVD? In season 5, in Walt's cabin in New Hampshire, there are 2 copies of which DVD? I think if we divide Kuba's score by 2 at the end of this, he'll still win.
God, it's demoralizing.
He's not just writing the answers down, he's writing the whole scripts for those scenes. One of my favourite questions actually from all of this quiz, the next question, question 6. When Jesse tells Badger and Pete that smuggling out product will be a little slower, while at that meeting, what name does he refer to Walter as? He refers to Walter by which name? As he's telling Badger and Pete that smuggling out product will be a little slower, he specifically refers to Walter by which name?
I mean, Walter gets so many nicknames throughout the season, throughout the series. But
Okay, question 7. Following his execution, when Gail's neighbour calls the police, the time read 10:13. It was in reference to which TV show?
What?
When Gail's neighbour, following Gail's execution, called the police, the time shown, it might have been on the cooker or something, I can't remember exactly. It was 10:13, 13 minutes past 10, was in reference to which other TV show?
been an educated guess, but I have not heard this piece of trivia actually.
Question 8. There are 2 parts to this and we'll do the points accordingly. So question 8 part 1. What is the name of the car wash? And 8 part 2, the name of the car wash's long-term owner prior to the whites purchasing it. So 8 part 1, the name of the car wash, and part 2, the name of its long-term owner prior to it being purchased by the whites.
Full name?
First name is fine.
So the name of the owner, sorry, you said. Yeah.
Name of the owner, first name is fine. And question 9, last question of the round. Who invented synthetic diamonds? Who invented synthetic diamonds? Okay, so everyone ready for the answers?
Yep.
Okay, so question 1, Walter's middle name. Kuba, you said?
Hartwell.
Phil?
Yeah, also Hartwell.
And Alex?
Hartwell.
Okay, that is a point and a point and a point. Question 2 to Phil. Andrea's son's name, you said?
Brock.
Alex?
Brock.
And Kuba?
Brock.
Okay, everyone, that is a point and a point and a point. Question 3, Alex. Make and model of Walt's car, you said?
A Pontiac Aztec.
Kuba?
Pontiac Aztec.
Phil?
Yeah, I once Googled this, so I found out about it. I forgot. I went for station wagon. That's...
Okay, it is Pontiac Aztec, so that's a point for Kuba and a point for Alex. Kuba, ASAC Trader, what does the ASAC stand for?
Assistant something. I don't know.
That's not close enough. Phil?
I've had an absolute stab here. Like,
What
Agent Sergeant in Arms Commander.
Not correct. Alex?
Assistant Station Commander.
Okay, you're all incorrect. Assistant Special Agent in Charge.
Special agent. I didn't.
So I get half point because I have an agent?
Phil, question 5. Copies of which 2 DVDs, you said?
Yeah, I stabbing them. I had a hunch that it was maybe a Jim Carrey film, so I went for Liar Liar.
Okay, Alex?
I had no clue. I said houseboat.
Okay, Kuba?
It was Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium.
It is Mr. Megorian's Wonder Emporium. That is 2 points to Kuba.
There we go.
Alex, when Jesse tells Badger and Pete smuggling product will be a little slower, he refers to Walter with which name?
Is it Scarface Mr. Rogers?
No, Kuba?
It's something along the lines of Mr. Titas, I think. But
No.
No.
I was going for Captain Dickface.
No, it was Grandpa Anus.
That's much better than
Yeah. I got the ass there.
Somebody at some point called him Scarface Mr. Rogers?
I think so,
Sounds
yeah.
like
Like when you
Jesse,
said
yeah,
it, it
yeah.
rang a bell. But that one, it was Grandpa Anus.
Yep.
Pretty good name, though, no?
Well,
a really good band name, I think.
I feel like I'm really not doing well.
Okay, Kuba, question 7. When Gail's neighbours called the police, it was 10:13 in reference to which TV show you said?
So I'm just gonna guess based on Vince Gilligan putting references to the show everywhere. X-Files.
And Phil, you said?
Oh, well, I guess because Gail is such a nerd, I went for Star Trek.
Okay, and
I
Alex?
like Hugh's answer. Yeah.
Fucking Dallas, why not?
It was 2 points to Kuba. It was X-Files, yeah.
Oh, yeah, because he
10:13 came up a lot, and he wrote that, yeah.
He wrote
Did he
it-
create? Was he one of the original?
Yeah.
He wrote a bunch of episodes
Yeah,
and
yeah.
directed some. Yeah.
Okay, Phil, question 8, part 1. Name of the car wash.
AAA car wash.
And Alex, you said?
A1.
And Kuba, you said?
A1.
You're technically all incorrect. A1A car wash.
I did right.
Okay, you do have A1A written down. Do you have A1A written down?
No.
Okay, it is A1A. I did actually double check that. 2 points to Alex, much needed as well. Alex, the name of the owner, first name is fine. Former owner.
Bogdan Wallenotz.
Kuba.
Bogdan Wallenotz.
And Phil.
I went for Dragon.
That's a good guess.
Eyebrows Dragon. I had eyebrows and rackets.
There are some eyebrows. Well, that was a point to
Hello,
Kuba.
Mr. Wallenotz.
Point to Kuba and a point to Alex. And the last one, Kuba, who invented synthetic diamonds, you said?
Werner Heisenberg.
Okay, Alex.
Oh,
Sorry, Phil.
Heisenberg as well.
Heisenberg and Alex.
De Beers?
You're all incorrect. Dr. Tracy Hall.
What did the original Heisenberg do? Was it
He was a physicist.
Was it something to do with nuclear energy or like
He was part of the
atomic
Project Manhattan, I think.
bomb? Yeah.
But I don't know what exactly he did.
So at the end of that round, Team Wendy, Kuba, you picked up 8, you're on 22. Team Huel, Phil, you picked up 2, you're on 6. And Team Kubi, Alex, you picked up 6, you're on 9.
Oh, I'm losing.
So we move on to round number 3, which is the last round of part 1 of the Breaking Bad special. And just before we get to it, so the next chocolate is a caramel chocolate, 2 chili level from Chili Doctor with cayenne pepper. It's a 2 chili, as I said. Quite a nice taste to it. So,
That's
have a
chillier than the
nibble.
last one.
Oh, it's delicious though.
It is very
yeah.
good.
Very distinct flavours, both caramel and chili wise.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
No, it's nice. I do like that.
round number 3 anyway. The title is Death Becomes Them. So there are a lot of deaths in Breaking Bad, and in this rapid fire round I will give you the way in which a character died. You need to shout your team name and give the correct answer, as in who died. 2 points if you are correct, minus a point if you are wrong. There are 11 deaths to dissect, and they're not in chronological order. And if you do interrupt me when I'm reading it, that is fine, but you'll maybe expect to answer without hearing the end of the question. And if you're not correct, as I said, you will lose the point. Everyone ready to go?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, death number 1. Strangled to death with a bicycle lock.
Wendy.
Kubi.
Wendy.
Domingo.
Domingo or Crazy 8, that is 2 points. Well done, Kuba. Number 2, killed for refusing to give the names of his men to Walter White and for insulting him.
Wendy.
Kubi.
Kubi.
It was
It was
Mike
very close.
Ehrmantraut.
It was Mike Ehrmantraut. He was killed by Walt. Also, Crazy 8 from the last one, killed by Walt. Number 3.
I'm starting to think Walter's not the good guy in the series.
No, he's not. Number 3. Head crushed by an ATM.
Huel.
Kubi.
Oh,
Sorry, it was Huel, yeah.
Splooge.
It was, again?
Gang. Splooge.
I'll give you that. Spooge, actually, not without the L. A head crushed with an ATM for insulting his wife. Skank. Number 4. Shot once in the head for offending Don Eladio.
Wendy.
Yep.
Max.
It was Max. 2 points to Kuba. Well done. Number 5. Poisoned with an unknown substance to prevent Juan Balsa from finding out Gustavo Fring sanctioned a hit on Hank Schrader. Poisoned with an unknown substance to prevent Juan Balsa from finding out Gustavo Fring sanctioned the hit on Hank Schrader. There are no... there is a minus point if you're wrong, actually, yeah.
Oh, Wendy.
Yeah?
Marco.
Not Marco, minus a point. But you're in the right area.
Yeah, there you go, guys.
But
Grab
they're
it.
free to answer. It's not Marco.
Huel.
Yep.
Lionel.
Lionel, yes, I'll give you that.
Lionel, yeah.
Splooge, Lionel,
It's like Lionel Messi, isn't it?
you're close enough. Lionel was killed by Mike. Also in the previous one, Max was killed by Hector. Number 6. Decapitated with a machete for being a DEA informant.
Wendy.
Yep.
Tortuga.
It was Tortuga. No points, but he was killed by whom?
He was killed by the twin brothers. One of them.
Which one?
Marco.
It was Marco, actually. At no point, but that
What's
was
the accent
Marco.
called? Is it Danny Trujillo?
Yeah, it
Then
was.
Yeah.
Okay, question 7. Strangled to death with chain shackles, neck broken.
Wendy.
It was Wendy first in revenge for murdering Andrea. It was
Todd.
Todd. Killed by whom? No points, but
By Jesse.
it was satisfying death of Todd, that's for sure. Number 8, and I need the name on this, placed one end of a defibrillator in his mouth and the other over his heart.
Wendy.
Yep.
Herr Schula.
It was Herr Schuler electrocuting himself to death, killed by himself. He was one of the high up people in Madrigal. Okay, number 9. Shot repeatedly after the Federales were lured to his home
Wendy.
by Gus Fring. Wendy?
Juan Bolsa.
It was Juan Balsa. Well done. 2 points to Kuba. Number 10. Shot once in the chest with a pistol for being present during the train robbery.
Wendy.
Kubi.
Wendy.
Drew Sharp.
It was Drew Sharp. Well done. That was a sad death. He was killed by whom?
Todd.
What a piece of shit. And the last one, and I'm only accepting the answer I have here in case of some ambiguity. Shot once in the head after a shootout with Jack Welker's gang.
Wendy.
Yep.
Jack Welker.
No. Minus a point.
Oh, I guess.
Sorry. Shot once in the head. Kubi?
So Hank Schrader?
It was Hank Schrader shot by... I know there was a possible... the ambiguity I was thinking was possibly Steve Gomez, but Hank was the only answer I was going to accept. So at the end of that round, Team Huel, Phil picked up 4, you're now on 10. Team Kubi, Alex, you also picked up 4, you're now on 13. Team Wendy, you're blowing them all away, you picked up 11, you are now on 33. Even if we divided your score in half, you would still be ahead.
Wait, why did I get 4 points? Did I get points if I only got one question? Why?
No, you got Splooge and...
Oh, and Lino.
Yeah.
Was it 2 for each?
2 points for each.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So that brings us to the end of part 1 of our Breaking Bad special. Team Kubi, Alex on 13. Team Huel, Phil on 10. Team Wendy, Kuba on 33. But there is still a lot to happen, and as we know with Breaking Bad, you never know what's going to happen. So we'll be back in a week's time to find out what actually does happen. Will Kuba go on to win it? Or will Huel and Kubi just kill him in the meantime and go on to take over the quiz themselves? Who knows? Who knows what will happen? Ha ha.
Ding, 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 ding.
We'll see you in a week's time to conclude this fantastic journey through Breaking Bad.
Croatia.
I said Italy. We're going wild on this one. Germany.
Your favorite. Andorra.
Dublin.
Ginger Rogers.
Ginger Rogers.
It wouldn't be my guess.
1 save point.
Now we feast.
Now we feast. The Inquizition. Kuba, can you say something?
Something.
A bit louder.
Something.
Phil?
Yeah, boy. Hello.
You've no issues with noise. Alex?
Bitch.
Biatch! I've never been more nervous about doing an episode than this.
Really? That's because it's...
Is this the first, themed one I've done?
I've done the Premier League ones.
Oh,
I've
of
done
course,
a couple of
yeah,
them.
yeah,
I've done a Back to School, a couple of American ones and stuff like that.
First TV
But I've been
show.
quite I've been nervous about this one because I don't want to get it wrong.
You should release the first part second as a prequel. Call the Inquisition.
Now you know who won. Let's find out how they got there.
It was Hanover, Germany.
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
All right. I knew it was like
So Kuba,
something like
question 4.
northeastern German.
In what city in Germany was Madrigal based? No, just
Frankfurt?
Anyway,
Why would you want to be called Walter Jr. anyway, though?
well, I don't know. I wouldn't choose Flynn though.
Yes.
Hey, my name's Murphy. Mike Murphy. Anyway, we'll carry on.
Boston.
Yeah. Man, and when he would start coming up with a bullshit excuse for something, he weirdly had different voice for different aspects of his character. Like his bullshit excuse voice was very different from any other. It was just so.
And he always overcomplicated everything.
I know.
He over-explained it. He went into detail about the bullshit. It was, fantastic.
Okay.
It's a good show, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, we should watch it.
I certainly should, I think. Is that his name?
Okay.
It might come up. It might be a question.
It might be that question.
What's Pooch's last words?
I know.
That's a good last word. Yeah.
Would you like a receipt with your transaction?
Ask him
the
just
question, is it?
No, it's not.
But tell us. What else Pooch's last word?
That's basically what they were. Skank was his last word.
So Alex, question 7. What was Spooge's last words? No, I'm just kidding. There is a prize for the winner, and I had an idea yesterday, and even when I went to Tesco earlier, I forgot to get it. I was actually gonna buy a 3-pack of white Y-fronts and give you each a pair of white Y-fronts as a gift for taking part, just because it's so weirdly gross. It's just. But I didn't, so I will not be presenting you with underwear this evening, but there is a prize for the best team.
Everyone knows it's Wendy.